everybody. Welcome to another episode of Guyanese Gals. Myself, I am Dilmati Madhu with my co-host here.
Michelle Salikram.
Okay, guys, so we have some really amazing stuff to share with you today. So hope you will enjoy. So,
Yes. So anyhow, actually, my screen was frozen for a minute.
oh no.
Technology, right?
Yeah.
So anyhow, as of the last past weekend, my friend here and partner Dulmati has celebrated a her birthday. So I'm gonna ask her what did she do, how was it, and how did you spend it?
It was a quiet one, nothing much because the current situation we're not allowed to do anything, like we can't really go anywhere. So I was just by myself, but I did wake up with a bunch of phone calls and everybody just messaging me. So that was really nice to wake up to that. I was on
It
the phone
is
all day. But I didn't do much. I bought myself a new dress, and
awesome.
I had some balloons. I bought takeout and cupcakes for myself, and I had a little photo shoot. And I watched the movie at home, and that was about it. I didn't do much. But I did enjoy it. It wasn't much, but I did enjoy it.
Hey, that's nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's sad. With the situation and everything, it's not much we can do. It's hard, actually. I hope it
Right.
ends soon.
Yeah, but I try to make much out of it and not let the situation spoil it for me. I wanted to enjoy my
Yes.
birthday, and I did. And what about you? What did you do for your weekend?
Actually, I didn't do much. It's just the usual everyday thing, being a mom, being a wife. It's the same thing. It's like a cycle. It goes like in a cycle. It's the same thing over and over. So
That's
nothing
right.
apart from grocery, nothing special.
Yeah, there's not much really to do, and my weekend was like that was it, and yeah, nothing too fancy.
Yeah, but one thing for sure though is that the weather,
The
it's
weather is
getting
getting
better,
better.
and that's like boosting your spirit and boosting your mind, that finally it's summer and you can go out there.
Well, we're getting there slowly because some parts of the day is cold, and then I'm wearing a jacket, and then
Yes.
I realize, oh my goodness, it's so warm. I have to take it off. So it's on and off, but it's getting there to that nice summery weather, which I can't wait to enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Ah,
me too. I can't wait because my kids are like, oh, finally, mom, it's summer. We have stuff to do. I'm like, yeah, I know. Even the kids are
anyways,
getting bored.
guys.
Even the kids are getting bored, man.
Yeah, so we are gonna get into today's topic. We're gonna be sharing with you a few landmarks in Guyana, and a little bit about them, and hope you enjoy and you learn a little bit about Guyana, and yeah, just enjoy. So we did make like a slideshow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add it here. Okay, so the first one we have here is the Kaitor Falls. Kaitor Falls is the largest single drop waterfall in the world, and it sits in a section in the Amazon rainforest. It's about 741 feet in height. and it's so beautiful, and it's mesmerizing, and it's one of the largest like tourist attraction there, because a lot of people when they visit Guyana, they visit the Kaito Falls. So it's really beautiful. Um, yeah, and it sits in this, as you can see in our pictures here, in the Amazon forest. So all this green forest is around the water, which is so pretty. Um,
Yes.
yeah, and it's also among one of the the powerful waterfalls in the world. But you know what? I lived in Guyana for so many years before I came to Canada, but I never went. I never visited Kaitro Falls. But I'm hoping to do that in the future when I go visit Guyana. I want to go because it's an amazing attraction and landmark in Guyana, and I have to go visit when I get back. When I go to visit Guyana for sure. Yeah. What about you, Michelle? Do you ever visit Kaiser Falls?
Actually, no, I haven't, but it's like you said, it's one of my to do something whenever I go back, because a few months ago my oldest son had a project that he had to do with his background, and be us being Guyanese, and even though he is born here, he chooses Guyana as his main background. And he was looking up the landmarks of it, and he went through all the history and all of that. And then when he came to Kaito Fall, he was surprised. He's like, "Mom, Guyana have a lot." I'm like, "Yeah." So they all wanted, whenever we go back to visit, this is something a must. Yes, so yes, it's on my to-do list too whenever I go back.
Yeah, it's a must to visit whenever you're in Guyana.
Yeah,
Um,
and I know a few people that went, and everybody came back with the same thing. One word: it's beautiful.
it's beautiful. The pictures tell
The picture
for
tells a
itself.
lot. Yes.
Yeah. So this is Kaiser Falls. So I'm gonna move to the next one here. Um, Sorry, my slide. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So this is Stabroek Market, one of the largest market in Guyana, and it is located in the center of the city, which is Georgetown. And it's made out of this building. It's made out of steel, all steel and iron, and along with that structure, it's the building. This market is known for the huge clock, because on top of the building, right below the tower, there is this huge clock. It's like a landmark for a lot of Guyanese, that when we're all reaching up, or you're reaching somebody and that's not familiar with it, the place or anything, that's the place you always go, "Oh, you know what? I'm right below the clock." I'm pretty sure you have a lot of that experience, right?
Oh, I have it because when like my mom went back home, my brothers they lived in the city, so whenever we would come visit them, we would always stay at Starbucks Market. It was like, okay, we're here at Starbucks Market. We're gonna stay here until you come and get us because we didn't know how to travel in the city, so we would have to wait there for them to come and get us.
Yeah,
But there's so much at Starbucks Market, a lot of vendors, not only vegetables and fruits, but there's so much there that you can buy and shop, handcraft stuff, so much, so many like vendors there.
yeah. I believe if it's enclosed, because it's opened, even though it's still enclosed, but I believe if the whole thing is gonna be enclosed, it's gonna be like a little supermarket there, because
Yeah,
they have everything. Like, apart from the vegetable and the clothing, you have food stuff, grocery stuff. You have the little fish
restaurants too.
market,
There are
and you have
restaurants
all
in there
and there
too.
that's all fresh stuff, fresh products. And apart from that, the Demerara River, it's right behind the market. Actually, yes, if I'm correct, it's behind the market, and that's the Demerara River is connected with that, along with the coming from the, I'm not so much familiar with it, but coming from the west coast,
Yeah.
Britain Hoop, whereby you can, rather than go around with the bridge, there's a shortcut whereby you can go by boat, which takes about, I've never been, but I guess
About
like
15 minutes
about,
by the
yeah,
train.
about 10-15 minutes. That's also connected to the Starbucks market. So that's why when we said that the clock, below the clock, is a reaching point, you guys will understand what we mean, because a lot of people coming from different parts, that's like a main something or attraction direction, I must say, that
Yes.
you can go and be like, there's no way you can miss it, because it's so huge and
Yeah.
it's so big and it's so popular as well, that
It's
it's a
always
must.
crowded. Like it's so crowded at
Yes,
that area because when everybody finish in the morning, there's always a rush because a lot of people coming from work and then going to work and then going home back from work. So it's always like really
yes.
busy. So we're gonna move to our another landmark. Let's get it rolling. That's Starbuck Market, and our next one is um,
So this is known as the St. George's Cathedral, which is very much familiar by a lot of Guyanese. That I believe every Guyanese, they know this building, because it's also the way it is being situated. It's in the middle, and it's also a roundabout. So it's like, you have, there's no way you can be in the city and miss it. It's a must that you have to see the way it's just been situated. And it's also 143 feet tall. And this building is made out of wood. It's all wood, and it's, apart from its foundation, with the being a wooden building, it ranks one of the tallest wooden churches in the world. Wow, it's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, and it's a very old building too. I think it's
It's,
over 100 years
yes, it is.
old.
It is
Yeah.
over. It's I believe maybe a few years from now should be like 200. Yeah, it's over 100 years old, or maybe 150. Over 150, we should say. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
been around
close.
for
Yeah.
quite a while, but I personally have never been. I've passed multiple times when I used to live back home. That's a must for me, going to the city. So it's a place where I have to, whether I go to or from, it's a must pass. So, but I've never been inside. I've just seen it from the outside. Have you?
No, like I always pass there because when like I was doing my PSW course in the city, I had to pass here to go get transportation to get home. So this is also not far from Stabrook Market. So Stabrook Market, it's the bus park too. Like buses are there, so you have to go to that area to get all the buses are there to go to whichever location you want to go. So you have to pass like the St. George's Cathedral if you're coming down more down from the city side, and you have to pass there to get to the bus stops to get your buses to go home. So I always pass there, and I I took pictures from the outside, but I never went in to see the inside. But I saw pictures of services going on inside, and it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it's so ancient. Like everything is so ancient there. It's so beautiful, you know. Yeah, hopefully this is like Kaiser Falls. I can go see this one on the inside when I
Yeah,
visit Guyana. I
Me
mean,
too.
it sounds weird that we live in Guyana. We never like really like we passed these places but never went inside. But I think we never thought that it's something that we should go see or inside. We always look at it from the outside and admire it from the outside, but never went in. So I think when we go back to Guyana, it's a must to really go in and see like the inside, not just in pictures, but in real life. In real
Yes,
life. Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch. So we're doing four today, guys. So this is three, and our last one is the Demerara Harbor Bridge. So the Demerara Harbor Bridge was, at the time of construction, the longest floating bridge in the world, but it currently ranks the fourth longest floating bridge in the world at the moment. And it spans 60,074 feet long in length. So the bridge has a section in the middle where it lifts to let small and large vessels to pass. So when that happens, it stops like vehicles from both sides to come onto the bridge. So prior, Michelle had said at Stabrook Market you can use the boats to go over to the other side. So a lot of people choose that option when the bridge is open to oncoming like vessels, the big boats and the small boats. A lot of people go to Stabrook and use the boats there to go over instead of waiting at the bridge because it's a long wait when it's open for those vessels to pass.
Yes,
And
it
the
is.
traffic do build up, and it sucks to sit in the traffic on the bridge, and you can't get out. You can't go anywhere. If you're stuck there, you're stuck. You can't get out of it. So, yeah. So that's about it about the bridge. And it spans across obviously the Demerara River because it's the Demerara Bridge. Yeah. So that's about it about the bridge. But I prefer the bridge instead of the. I do love boat rides, but for some reason I love crossing over the bridge because you can see so much, like the buildings and other stuff. You can see so much when you're crossing over the bridge, and I just love enjoying that view. It's a really nice view when you're crossing the bridge. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the boat or the bridge?
Actually, I've never been with the boat
Mm-hmm.
because I don't really like the boat too much because I guess because I can't swim, but it's all right. I always have this fear, but I always go by the bridge, and I never had the I've never really been over that much. Just a few times, not a lot. But I love
You
the
have to
sound of the bridge. You know when you cross there, the sound, right? Because
like
it's a
the
floating
steel
bridge.
and the yes, it makes a lot of
Yes,
noise.
I love the sound of it. It's
Yeah.
nice. I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
cross it a lot because like I said when I was doing my
Yeah,
PSW, like
well, for
when I
you guys, because you're on the other side, yeah. But for me,
yeah, so I
everything is
always
on
have to
this
cross
end.
over. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have the cars actually to go that way. But I did cross a couple of times. Yes.
Uh, yeah. Okay guys, so I'll just play this from the beginning so you can see our landmarks and then we'll just wrap it up from after that. So we have the Kaiser Fall, the majestic Kaiser Falls. So pretty. And oh, I forgot to press play. Sorry. Okay, so the majestic Kaiser Falls, and then we have the
The
Starbuck
lovely
Market.
Starbrook
It's
Market.
a beautiful building, St. George's Cathedral, and our last
And
one is the Demerara
uh,
Harbor Bridge. So that's about it for today. We just chose four for today, because there's so much information about these landmarks. I just thank you everybody for tuning in. Letitia, Vanita, Camo, uh,
thank you, ladies, for
Amy.
tuning
Thank,
in.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it so much and hope you guys learn a bit more about Guyana and you enjoy this session and do tune in for another session next week. And thank you once again. Do you want to add anything, Michelle?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to all our viewers and for who has been following us. Thank you guys for your love and your support, and I hope our viewers that's not Guyanese learn something about Guyana. I mean, Guyana is even though it's not a big, humongous country, it's have a lot of beautiful places.
Yeah, definitely.
So
So
thank you guys again,
yeah,
and see you next
next week.
time.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. And that's all from us for now. Bye.